Have you ever wanted to enjoy a nice activity on a Sunday afternoon but did not have the resources to do so? Soon enough, you will be able to make great memories of kayaking, riding bicycles, and fishing in the beautiful area of Cedar Falls, Iowa. The Cedar Falls Tourism Bureau by Perry Lakes Park exists for this reason. This organization, partnered with our team's proposal, will create inclusive opportunities for community members and visitors. This proposal does not only benefit individuals of the community, but creates a more welcoming environment for the use of trails, lakes, and surrounding businesses. In our team proposal, we will describe a current need for free outdoor recreational opportunities in the Cedar Valley, as well as demonstrating how an outdoor shed with equipment by Prairie Lakes Park is necessary to make an impact on the community to reach their goals for a healthy, affordable lifestyle. My name is Meredith Miller. We also have Ashtin Hazel, Tierney Lensing, Olivia Yetzi, and Keaton Kruger.
In our community, we notice a need for inclusion. Right now, there is not readily accessible activity equipment such as kayaks, bikes, and fishing gear. This excludes certain populations of our community, and this is what our proposal is geared towards. Outdoor equipment rentals provided right now throughout the area cost money, and they also require transportation to the different lakes and trails that they can be used at. By charging these fees, we are excluding members of our community from free outdoor activities. According to the United States Census Bureau in 2017, both the Cedar Falls and Waterloo area have a population of about over 1/5 that are in poverty currently. So this is a problem when we are considering different outdoor exercise options available to these populations that have low income or very little disposable income. According to the Blue Zones Project in 2014, this is where we saw a health initiative kick off in the Cedar Valley. This officially began in 2012, and it had several partners such as United Way and the Cedar Falls Tourism Bureau that we are working with on this proposal. According to Healthways in 2014, you can see on this graphic here, there was an impact of about 6 different sectors in the community. There was a little over 700 volunteers that participated in this initiative. There were impacts on grocery stores, a large impact in schools, and also in restaurants. There was also changes made with facility teams and different companies, about 20 different ones, to make their policies more environmentally friendly. There were also trails and sidewalks put in that I'll mention here in a little bit. This impact was called a success by many different articles, as well as, of course, this graphic here. There's an important statistic here mentioned by Blue Zones Project in 2014, once again, that shows an increase in exercise levels in the Cedar Valley of 34% after 42 miles of trails and 660 feet of new sidewalks were placed. This is really important to our proposal because it shows an initiative for a healthier lifestyle, but once again, the activities offered right now outdoors have a fee associated with them, and transportation is not included. So our proposal is important to make this more accessible for different populations. The last step here is to show the different rental options currently available in the Cedar Valley. Right now, there is one at the Wellness and Recreation Center, or WRC, on the University of Northern Iowa's campus in Cedar Falls. This rental option, as noted by their website 2018, demonstrates that they have hourly rentals for equipment such as camping gear and canoes, but this is about $15 to $25 an hour. So for a family of 5, this can be a very expensive trip. Now, Crawdaddy Outdoors in Waverly is very similar to the WRC, and noted on their website 2017, they also charge about $15 to $25 an hour for different rental options. They also do not provide transportation to the different lakes and trails needed to use this equipment. The last one, Max Rentals in Waterloo, requires transportation to George Wythe Park in the area, and then right there are trails and lakes. However, they once again charge a fee of about $10 an hour for different equipment. So by taking our proposal here, just in a few minutes, we're going to show you how we will include these populations of low income and other community members in providing kayaks, fishing gear, and bikes to the community as a whole to enjoy the outdoors.
The Blue Zone project implemented many resources for the community that are being underutilized. In order to lessen the financial burden and obesity rates in the area, we want to implement a rental shed and offer bicycles, kayaks, and fishing equipment for members of the community. This shed would be located by the Cedar Falls Tourism and Visitors Bureau, west of Prairie Lakes. Having this equipment available to members of the community, free of charge, will allow individuals to spend time with their friends and family, along with enjoying the Cedar Valley. This rental shed will be open from May 1st to August 31st, which will allow students of the university to get credit for their internships during the summer hours, as long as members of the community enjoy the nice weather. As a group, we want to provide more for the community and let them enjoy the resources and other outdoor recreational services. By giving access to free equipment, we are lessening the financial burden on individuals and helping the obesity rates in the Cedar Falls area. As mentioned previously, the poverty rate in Cedar Falls alone is 18.5%. That is 7,481 individuals in our area that could benefit from this equipment. By lessening the stress, for example, individuals are able to enjoy the nice afternoon of fishing around the lake. As if the rate of poverty was not already disheartening, the rate of obesity rates in the Cedar Falls area is on the rise too. According to CRISP 2017, 30% of residents in our area have a body mass index of 30 or higher. Lack of exercise plays a huge role in these numbers. Helping the members to become more active for less than an hour a day with their equipment is helping lessening that statistic. Not only will this promote health and fun, but local businesses in the area too. By opening the shed, individuals will have easy access to ride bikes to the surrounding businesses. However, we will realize the shed could take away from customers from the WRC, Crawdaddy, and Max Rentals. But it allows people with less resources to enjoy these activities as well. The shed on the Prairie Lakes will be near a bus stop drop-off in the industrial park area, will allow to connect them to the residential area too. By having equipment in this area, it allows individuals to not only have to worry about transportation for themselves, but also the equipment. Another objection for this proposal may face is the funding needed for staff. Of course, there will be upkeep and supervision that isn't needed along with getting the equipment. First, we will put a program in place with the Cedar Falls Tourism Bureau to support a summer intern from the surrounding colleges. These will be students who will earn credit in hours and experience through the university. The proposed budget also sets aside funds for 2 shed attendants with flexible hours and hourly pay. We also will provide a container for free will donations for anybody who feels that they want to donate to our cause.
In order to visualize the community enrichment program, the shed is the first big idea that we will need to put into place. We will be purchasing this 1,200 square foot shed from eBay. This shed is where we will be keeping all of our equipment. When deciding what equipment to include, we wanted to make sure that there was something for everybody in the family to enjoy. There will be 3 different sizes of bikes, including an adult, teenager, and children's sizes. For safety purposes, we included 2 different sized helmets as well, which will be required when riding the bicycle. There will also be adult and children's sized fishing poles. Hooks will be included, but bait will need to be provided from the guest. While checking out the fishing gear, a DNR fishing license will be required to show in order to receive the gear. Next, we decided to include kayak rentals because only one other place in the Cedar Valley provides this as an option. Again, 2 different sized kayaks will be available to rent, along with 2 different sized life jackets which will be required to wear out on the water. Loaning out the equipment will be easier than expected. First, a community member will head down to the shed and explore the equipment available at the time. They will then speak with the attendant about checking out the equipment for an allotted amount of time. Upon exchanging their identification for the gear, those 16 and up will be required to sign a waiver that covers both liability concerns as well as treatment of the equipment. The ID will be returned to the individual once all gear has been brought back after the activity in reasonable condition.
Prior to purchasing any equipment, we will reach out to area stores such as Walmart and Scheels in hopes of receiving in-kind donations of gear needed. In exchange, we will recognize them for their donations and place logos on the equipment. If no donations are provided, equipment will be purchased from Walmart and Scheels to minimize the expenses while still keeping high quality and maintaining safety regulations. In terms of finances, the budget created for the proposal calls for about a third of the maximum $100,000 at a mere $30,402.10. The largest portion of the budget is for providing for the actual shed. This is 11% more than wages that we will provide for the attendants. In the rest of the budget request will provide for the equipment, making up the lower of the three sections at 28.6%. On the left-hand side of the screen, you will see a pie chart with the distribution of the money that will be used from the budget. On the right-hand side is the budget taken directly from our proposal. The information falls under different categories, such as the description of the product, how many are needed, the cost of the item, donations given, and the total cost. We wanted to be as transparent as possible with this step by doing so.
So the goals of our project are pretty simple. These goals include promote wellness, less financial burdens, create partnerships with volunteers, sponsors, and universities. Insurance safety as much as possible, and visitors of about 500 on a nice day. This as well, our budget also includes $30,402, and we will be able to create a community that does not prevent anyone from having access to recreational activities. Plenty of community members in the Cedar Valley area cannot afford the various recreational tools and continued upkeep. With all of the options we are providing, it will ease the stress on parents who cannot provide those options on their own, and by giving everyone more options to be active. Community members will be able to check out the equipment by filling out waivers that consist of rules on how to use the equipment, how long it can be checked out, and the returning liability. Having plenty of volunteers, partnerships with the Cedar Valley, and using tenants to handle the equipment will allow the project to run smoothly. Cedar Valley Foundation, our team, would like to grant $35,000 because these funds will allow our team to promote inclusion and fitness by making it more accessible for families and visitors. If you have any sort of questions regarding our budget, different equipment, and overall plan, we would be happy to answer them at any time. Thank you.